Public art, to me, is one of those landing points that's very tangible that we can actually see anchored in our lives and in our communities. My name is Kenji Hamai-Stoll. I'm from Tacoma, Washington. I'm a public artist, muralist, and tattooer. I think one of the starting places for me with this piece was recognizing that it's across 7 stations and across multiple neighborhoods. And one thing I was trying to really understand is how our city has changed over the years. I spent a lot of time talking to different artists and activists and business owners and young people and even historians, just trying to get kind of the multiple perspectives on what that's looked like. When I looked at the map of the stations, you see kind of like an overhead map of Tacoma, and then you see these little dots or these little stars. It made me think of like a constellation. The way I describe the pieces is they're kind of like 3D puzzle expanded stars, and those layers of the stars are kind of built with different motifs and inspirations from parts of local history. And each station sits in a unique neighborhood of our city, and each of those small pockets of our city has unique stories. What's special about this artwork to me is that, one, it is in Tacoma, and I grew up here and I live here, and so there was an extra sense of pride but also pressure to do something that I felt like really hit the mark. And I think also beyond that, just thinking about, again, all of the outreach and connections, there's just so much history, and there's so many people in the city that work really hard to make this place what it is and make it livable and make it feasible and vibrant for different people. And so both trying to work with them in the conceptual stages, but also create pieces that honor all of that work and honor really all that life that they breathe into this place was, to me, I think, underneath all that, what makes it really special. I think I want people to feel 2 things. I want them to feel like there is something bigger than themselves out there. And I also want them to maybe find things that they feel like really speak to them specifically. And I know that those are 2 polar opposite things, but I feel like that's what I want out of the piece, because I think it's really important for people to see themselves in public art. I think it's also really important for us to feel like we are a part of this bigger thing and we're all connected through that. I really want people to find their own meanings in things. I actually really relish and look forward to those parts of what happens to artwork after we create it and release it into the world.